exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
The views and opinions expressed on the Blue Dot Live show are strictly those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect those of the Blue Dot family in its entirety. We are not experts on the topics we discuss, nor are we journalists. We are simply concerned citizens trying to find sanity in an increasingly insane world. We urge you to listen, read, and view as many different sources as you can to keep up with the shit show of American politics. Form your own opinions. Take what you like and leave the rest. Just remember to vote like your life depends on it, because it does. Warning. Viewing Blue Dot Live may become addictive. Watching Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 6 p.m. Central Time every week, month after month, year after year, may cause questioning the system, elevated heart rate, pondering humanity, separation from toxic family members, reassessing longtime friendships and whether or not the neighbors really are that friendly. Side effects can include, but are not limited to, learning truths about things you thought you already knew, wanting to wear all manner of t-shirts to express yourself, throwing caution to the wind and confronting Karens.
Hey, how y'all doing, baby? It is. I don't know if that keeps on going. I don't know if I'm supposed to stop it or anyway. It is Tuesday, baby, and it's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. I can't hear that when it's going, and so it throws me off a little bit. But we'll get it figured out. We'll get it all smoothed out. I hope y'all heard that well. Anyway, Dwayne Twizzle was the first one to jump in the room, followed by Jeff Curry. Gary Spring, all the way from Canada, jumped in. Nancy Halverson and Dorothy Tyndall are here. That smartass squad. Martha's with us, thank goodness. Jeff Curry, Carol Lowe, the remixtress. Thank you, darling, for coming in. Kelly Clark, thank you, beautiful. Tamara Harrington, glad to see you in there, baby. Let's see, who else is in here? Pepper Roberts. Let me get my mouth working. And, of course, our own Bernadette Pree. Thank you all for being here. Scott Norlam, Gene Shanky, always a pleasure, baby. BW, thank you for being here. Dwayne Twizzle, let me see, man, everybody's here. Like there was something going on or something. Carolyn and John Majesco, thank you very much for being here. Let me see, I was Karen Van Wyk. Oh, I'm getting so freaking good at that. I'm telling you, I pat myself on the back. I know, I saw it here, let me skip on down here. I know that Jay and Stephanie Dean are in the room. Stephanie has had some medical issues. She's been in the hospital. She's still facing some medical issues. So y'all keep her in your thoughts and lift her up as much as you can. And yeah, make it a better day for everybody. Anyway, what's going on in the news? Hell if I know. As far as I know, nothing. Nothing's been in the news. This is a boring ass day. Another day waiting on. Oh, are you shitting me? No, baby. Plenty going on today. Plenty. And I don't even know where to start. The target letter, we know what that is. We have, oh, look at here. Let's get some, first off, let's get this show going. Let me get my co-host up here, both of which I desperately need. And then I see a third one we're going to jerk up here real fast. Bernadette, how are you, darling?
I'm doing good, John, and yourself. I mean, there's lots going on.
There seems to be a few things in the news today.
Busy Tuesday.
It's a busy day, you know, finding out all sorts of things. Mr. Chick, how are you?
I'm pretty good, John. I don't know if I'm all caught up. There's right? So much.
I know it is pouring over today. Hey, before we get carried away, I forgot one thing. I got mail. Only one person in this room knows I got mail. Who was it?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
It was Missy
I
Chick.
got a card from Mr. Chick today. It says, "Trust like friends and love like family, baby." And a beautiful note that starts out, "You got mail," and I did. And she included a handwritten, and I'm so glad you did, copies of the beginning, the warning that we put out, and then the side effects. And I'm going to be able to read them, and I might throw a little 2 cents in there too. Anyway, Mission Chick, thank you so much, Ronald. It was wonderful to go to my post office, open it up, and there was actually something in there. So
Oh boy. No, set
makes,
cobwebs,
makes
right?
John's day, man. Look at there, got a letter. So I'm tickled to death. So thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
Anyway, y'all see who's down there with their hand up, right?
I think you better grab him.
I better grab him before he slips away.
He had shit to say today.
Did he have some shit to say? I didn't get to see it. Leo, did you have shit to say today?
I did have.
Oh man, I should have looked at that before the show. I'm sorry, brother. I didn't see it
Well,
yet.
I got to say something right now, though,
What?
John.
What?
Thanks for jerking me up and not offering to jerk me off.
Hey,
I appreciate it.
not a problem, buddy. That's what we do around here. We lend a
That was
helping
Miss Family
hand.
Show, right?
Oh, what a thing. What is that? Where is it? I don't
And-
have that. Anyway, good one, Leo. Good one.
One of the things, I'm not going to be here real long because I got a meeting of my admins on the Biker Wisdom and Thought page at 7.
Good.
But,
Kicked in
yeah,
the
we
butt.
got to get some things squared away. Gail Mitchell's going to be stepping down as an admin, and she's been my right hand, man.
She has been a blessing for all of us, buddy. I mean,
Yeah,
she
so,
stays on top of a lot of stuff.
I've got some people stepping up, though.
Good.
I really
Right
do.
on.
Paula Jepson and Cherokee Rose Daniels are both stepping up.
Excellent.
It's going to take both of them to take Gail's place, though, because she does a lot, man.
Gail stays on top. I hear from her all the time. She is an outstanding member of this
So
Blue family.
I'm going to be a little quick here. I want to give us some talking points.
What's that?
And this is very important to remember because we're all going to hear it again. And he's running his whole fucking campaign on this is just an attempted political assassination. That is
They're all
bullshit.
coming to get me.
And it needs to, when they start in on that, it needs to be pointed out to them, no, this is a legal proceeding. This is the only thing political about this is that a politician is being charged.
That's
There's
it.
nothing more about
He
it.
is a
political
citizen,
than that.
no more or less than any one of us.
You know what? Leo? I agree with you, but what he is doing is gaslighting, and he's doing it on purpose.
Oh,
Well, that's
indeed.
why I'm saying
There may be some people out there that don't understand what the hell he's doing, but they ain't on our side.
no, they're not. And remember that he does control a good solid 25% of the vote. And those 25%,
of what's left of the Republican vote.
right. But that
Yeah.
25% is going to be using that talking point. They already are in Congress. They used it. I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene has already started in. You know the other sycophants are going to do the same
I
thing.
saw her. I saw Hannity. I saw all of them today. I saw Kevin McCarthy. They're lock, stock, and barrel behind this bullshit 100%.
That was the first phone call Donnie Boy made
what
was
they do.
to
Well,
Kevin
there is
McCarthy.
there's nothing political about this. This is just a criminal indictment. That's what all of them
Yes.
have been, with the exception of the one in New York where he was found guilty. That was a civil thing.
That was
But
a
all
civil
these are
matter.
Criminal indictments, and that means that it is just a legal proceeding. It is not a political proceeding. Second
Yes.
talking point. The other thing they're going to go to, and he has already done this, and all of his sycophants are saying the same thing, that they would pardon him. His whole spiel is they've weaponized the justice system. Tell me something.
That's their bottom line. That's
Tell
what
me
everybody
something.
says.
That's all they got.
If he gets reelected, or if he doesn't end up getting elected and somebody else, it probably won't happen, but somebody else gets the nomination,
Mm-hmm.
what would it be if they were to pardon him if it were not weaponizing the justice system.
All right,
That's
let me
exactly
throw
what
my,
it is.
my 2
But
cents in on this because all you have to do is listen to the man. Now, we have this target letter. We know indictments are coming down. We also know that the field in the Republican Party, well, we're up to 10 or 12 now, I don't know. The more there are, the better that is for Donny Boy because we're talking about percentages. So he could, theoretically, if the Republicans don't do something, take the nomination for the Republican Party. Now, that's not a primary worry of mine. Right now, if you were to listen to his speech up in New Hampshire and the language that he is using, I again say he is not trying to win an election. He's trying to raise an army. He is talking about 2024 being the final battle of democracy in our country. That if they don't take over, and he's in there talking about consolidating power within that White House.
and they're behind him 100% on
Yes,
this shit.
yes, they're willing to fall over head
Of
over
course they
heels to hand him a dictatorship where he controls the FBI, the DOJ, everybody else in this country.
Do they not
SEC,
understand what
the-
dictators do?
I don't think they do. You know, the
Because
first
you could
thing we
turn
saw
on them and
today,
win it.
the first thing we saw today after this shit
see,
came out,
what y'all have to realize is that there's conversations going on in the background that we don't see, and
Yeah,
they get
and
together
those are
and
the
they
ones
put
I'm-
out these talking points, and like Kevin McCarthy going down to Mar-a-Lago ass, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
A meeting up in Bedminster or on the golf course where apparently he can't play golf either, but whatever. These conversations have been going on for a while.
yeah, this isn't new.
And they're
Years.
all in cahoots with him. What I would like to see is a whole bunch of people out of Congress start getting slapped with target letters.
There you go.
Also,
Because what was the first thing we saw out of Congress today was a whole bunch of them standing in the hallway defending his ass.
Well, look
That's
at
what we
the
saw.
other good news today, though, John. The other good news today, the
Out
state
of
of
Michigan.
Michigan,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Michigan Attorney General has brought charges against the 14 people that were the fake electors.
16, Leo.
Good.
16.
and
16
that's
people.
what Bonnie Willis did, but I think she let a few of them off in order to go after those that provoked these people, like the
We know it's
ringleaders,
coming.
like Trump's dumbass.
We also know that Jack Smith has already talked to or is going to talk this week about to the secretaries of state or the governors of New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada,
Yeah.
Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania. These are all people that Donnie tried to get into this fake elector scheme. And Leo's
And Georgia.
right. The kicker today is 16 people are charged in Michigan with felony forgery
Yes.
and falsifying government documents, a whole list of shit. Let's get after it,
That
baby.
has
I'm ready.
They'll find it in, they'll
When it
find it
goes
in
up the
Georgia,
line-
Arizona, and Pennsylvania, and all these places that he thought he was gonna make
Yes.
these phone calls and seek out these 11,080
And steal the election. That's what he thought he could do.
Exactly. Yep.
Well, when it goes up the line, that's the important part. is
Yes.
These states all together, along with Jack Smith, this has to go up the line because they weren't the people that instituted this whole fucking program. That would have been John Eastman and the other crazies in the room. And
Well, I think when Jack
I think the
Smith
crazies in the
does
room are in
this
trouble.
thing, because Eastman is about to be disbarred, and his name is gonna have one of those target letters attached to it.
I think that's probably true. And I think going beyond all of that, I think when you compile everything, you can literally, and I can only hope on this, but I could put that together as a treason charge. And we all know what the most severe penalty is for treason. I will be glad to hold one of the guns.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'll hold one. I'll hold one.
A firing squad.
Let me
Firing squad.
let me send a quick
And
thank
that's
you
written
into.
into the Constitution.
That's according to
That's
the
my
law,
firing
baby.
squad.
Let me thank Michael Johnson, who came in the room with a $2 donation and said, "Fuck Trump, fuck Abbott, fuck DeSantis." Mountain William in the house here, Leo. There he goes. Mountain William. Now wait a minute. That's KY, ain't it? Is that his new? Is that a new Mountain William? What are you trying to refine his name?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. We'll have to ask you.
Anyway, guys, that's what I had. I've got to start getting ready for this meeting with my admins. I appreciate all of you. I love all of you. Keep looking for stuff. I'm going to try to be more involved. Yes, I am healing.
Good. Good.
Well, this heat is going to kill me
Hey, I'm
now.
just glad your ass is getting better, Leo. You know, no pun intended, buddy.
But just no end to them, man. No
I'm
end.
telling you, brother. I feel for you. I do. Just take
Well,
care of
yeah,
yourself. Take it easy and
I was
be
just
healthy.
gonna say, Leo, thank you for stopping by.
All right.
Okay.
Y'all
We
be
always
good. I'll
enjoy
talk
it.
to y'all soon.
All right, Leo.
All right.
Take care of yourself. We need Leo's voice. We need other people's voices in this fight. You know, I said
Yeah.
today, and I've been saying ever since we caught on this freaking shit with Donnie Boy. We can't afford to have anybody hanging around the bunker, baby. We all need to be on the line on this shit because it is. The way he speaks, this is going to be a war, whether that's a physical war or whether it's just a battle between idealistic ideas. It's a war, baby, and we need to be
Right
on
now,
the
it's
line.
just a word war, and trying to. He's just trying to keep his minions stirred up
He
out
is
there, so
trying
he
to
gives them
stir 'em. Yes.
the easiest portion of what they can be stirred up about, because that's all they can handle.
That they
Well,
They
it's
don't
not hard.
understand
It's
this.
not hard. All he has to do is say weaponize the government, and he wants to stop all of that. And I'm gonna take it over and be your
and be the first one to do it.
Right,
You know,
and
he's
you know what
always
we have to
projecting
do?
what he wants to do.
What we have to do is we have to remember the 147
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
that helped him get away with this shit, and we have to
Yeah.
keep putting their name out there and make sure they don't get voted
That's
back
why
in.
I said, you know, in my book, this January 6th investigation, we know it's a conspiracy, and it ought to include the 147 that denied the will of the people on January 6th, because they were just
That's
as
what I'd
much a
like to
part of
see.
the insurrection as the ones outside beating on the windows.
And
I
we
have
saw
their
it.
name.
Oh
And we
Lord,
saw it.
oh man,
And their names are out there. All you have to do is go back and see who voted against certifying those electorates that night when that shit went down.
man, it's a tough world, baby. We all live in it, and for
Let
You know,
us
some,
not.
it
Let
gets.
us.
Oh,
go ahead, John.
well, yeah. Let me get this out. KY, hold on, brother. I'm glad you're in here. But you know, when one of our blue dots hurts, we all kind of hurt. We all take things a little bit to heart in this family, as well we should, because we care about each other. And I just noticed in the chat here, thank you, Martha, for letting me know that Adina, oh, I want to say Michaels, yes, Adina Michael this morning lost a cousin to suicide this morning. Now, I know what that feels like. That's the way my sister went. And it is devastating to a family because you're left with so many questions that you're never going to get an answer to. And so, Adina, our hearts go out to you and your family. I know that pain, baby. It doesn't get any better over the years, but it does fade a little bit into the background. But it'll always pop up. So, just take care of yourself and know that this family is here for you. And anything we can do, just let us know. Anything that's within our power. But that's what I mean. This family has been through the names at the beginning of this, the heartaches that some of our family members have suffered through. Indeed, these are the things that really make us into that family. Because we hurt a little bit with each one of, with our fellow Blue Dots pain. When they suffer, we suffer. So
That's a fact.
it is. KY, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right, brother. I just wanted to. Man, that's so sad. I just lost a brother yesterday.
Oh man,
It hurts. He
sorry
was
to
a
hear
damn
that.
good friend. He was a damn good friend, and he was one of the silent blue dots.
Thank you,
You know,
Jess.
that can't sit in and say anything, and it hurts. You know, and
It
I
does.
know what she's
It
going
does,
through,
sis.
and God bless her heart. But
Yeah.
what I wanted to say, on what Leo was talking about, let's not forget how we got here. A turtle man out of Kentucky
Yeah.
He made damn sure that Obama did not get the Supreme Court justice deal. Let's not forget that. I mean, because
Let's
that
not
is
forget the name of his book is The Long Game. That's the name of Mitch McConnell's book. He's not playing for tomorrow, baby. He set the stage for this shit. So they knew what they were doing. Hell yes. It's been a hostile takeover of our judicial system. That's exactly what it was.
Let's also not forget that Mitch McConnell had the power within him to prevent January 6th and all these indictments and everything else that followed.
Now wait a minute.
That.
Didn't he stand up and have courage the day after? Didn't he stand in the well of the Senate and speak about how guilty Donnie was?
And hasn't he
how'd that turn out?
stood since then and said that if Trump is the nomination for the Republican Party in 2024, he would vote for him.
That's right.
You know,
it's a lack of integrity there. They don't give a shit what he does. They don't care if he's a wannabe dictator or if he wants to be the ultimate power within everything in this law. They're willing to suck all that up. Hand over freedom to him.
Let's not forget how that started also, John. Citizens United that Bernie tried to warn everybody about. But hey, wait a minute. Like the Patriot
Corporations are people too, my friend. They have just a bullshit. Yeah, that's the whole line that was sold to the Supreme Court. And if we don't get rid of that, we're going to have a problem. Because that is the driving force within our politics now. It's not your voice, it's how much money you got. How much money you got, baby. And those are the deals that go behind the scenes. And next thing you know, we got laws or laws are being struck down to benefit one group, those with money. And the rest of you.
That's exactly why I was telling you the other day, John, about the silent people that listen to you that is afraid to talk because they're surrounded by this bullshit.
I can't say I blamed them. I opened my mouth. What happened to me? I stand my ground, baby, proudly. But what I've been through in the last 7 years, I wouldn't wish on fucking anybody.
No, but you gained a lot of people like me and you.
I've gained so much, but it has cost my family. Don't think it hasn't. It's cost us plenty, baby.
All of us. Yes, it has. And it's sad, and it is hard. It's difficult, but I'll tell you one damn thing. You can call me, and I'll be there tomorrow.
I'll tell you what. Yeah. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of all that treatment. But I'm more tired. I'm more tired of watching a certain group of our nation willing to turn over our freedoms to a madman, a man who is. We all agree. All the witnesses against him are Republicans. There's no Democrats pointing the fingers at him. These are all freaking Republicans. They know who he is. He's a snake in the grass, and they're willing to take him. And the only thing I can think of is how did other despots in the world come to power? How did Hitler come to power? I mean, that's the most basic one you could point at. He convinced part of the German people to hate the other part of the German people. And let's kill them. That's the same thing he's doing. There's no difference than that. He wants to be the glorious leader, the grand poobah, whatever you want to call it. That's Donnie. He wants nothing less than that. His speech the other night in New Hampshire should scare everybody. He wants that ultimate power. And if he gets in, he'll never leave, baby. That's what we have to fear.
Time getting his ass up out of there. That's for damn sure.
That's for damn sure, man. James, how are you doing, brother? James, are you with us?
Can't hear you, James.
Oh no, James. They've silenced you, buddy.
Out
They've silenced you. As long as I'm here, I won't. Anyway, that's what that Donnie does. They're not coming after me. They're coming after you. I'm just standing in there. Yeah, that's the whole line.
Fix it, John.
I'm trying to fix it as soon as I can see it. Oh, look at there. I found somebody else. Wait, I'm waiting on James to come back in the room.
Oh, Joe.
He escaped. He escaped, but we got Joe. Wow. We'll hold Joe hostage. How you doing, Joe?
I'm doing good, man. Trying to stay out of the sun, but I can't.
Yeah, that's hard to do down here, brother. 115 today, heat index. 102 at my house. The temperature here was 102. Jeez, I'm tired of this
Well,
shit, buddy.
oh
Thank.
man. Well, I'm doing the best I can with what I got.
That's
There
all
you
any of
go.
us can
That's
do,
all we
brother.
can do.
But I'm telling you, you stay
And
out of the
you
heat,
guys
brother.
want me to move? And you guys want me to move there? Are you shitting me? Is it to
I'm,
make me move?
I'm sorry.
But
My
Michael,
classes are on the list. I have 2 doctor's appointments. I'm cooking this shit, baby. I got one on Monday, and then I got another one on November 9th. Y'all bear with me, baby. I'm trying to do this shit. Let me thank Diana Mallory, who came in the room with a $5 donation and said, "Lock him up already. Lock him up." Indeed, and I seen a comment going a little while ago about this, and he's Air Force Reserve or whatever. He got locked up for divulging secrets on the Discord, and yeah, he's in jail. He has submitted a request to the court that he be released, and he is quoting the fact that Donald Trump is charged with basically the same thing, and he is not in jail. How you like that shit? That's
Given special privileges.
it sure appears that way. And then we got the stuff going on down in Florida. Judge Cannon down there, she ain't made up her mind yet about when the date is. She's trying to give them as much room as they. That's no good. That's no good.
No, but she's no good.
Look at there. Oh, I appreciate y'all so much. John Diddybag just came in with a $10 donation and said, "If you're staring at an orange juice can because it says concentrate, you might be an idiot, a redneck. You might be an idiot. It says concentrate, and I've been doing it the whole time. A glass ain't full yet. What's this kind of
You
shit?"
gotta love John Diddybag.
John Diddybag, I bet he's got a whole book of that shit. If not, he should be writing a book of that shit. One of the two. Yes, John. Thank you for that, Diana, Michael. Thank you all for that. It's been a rough month, so yes, donations are greatly appreciated.
Joe was wanting to ask me a question, and I really want to know what he has to say because he was trying to get me in there.
Oh shit, he's back at it. John Diddybag, wait a minute, came back in with $5 more and said, "If your salad bowl collection says Cool Whip on the side, you might be a redneck." Wait a minute, John. That's not my salad bowl, but it is my bean bowl. Anyway, where's my thing? I lost my whacker. That's bad when a man loses his whacker.
I just thought Tupperware was, a false name. I really did think it was Cool Whip.
Cool Whip, parquet margarine, pick a butter bowl. I got a collection of them, baby. I'm telling you.
Sour cream.
That's where I put my leftovers.
Oh,
right?
Man, y'all are being kind tonight. Keith Thompson came in with $5 and said, "I am so sick of seeing the Trump face on the lamestream news media outlets." Are you shitting me? I have to rotate my screen here in front of me, Keith, because every story I'm turning, there's Donnie's face. This one says, "Trump talks strategy with McCarthy and Stefanik after he's named as a target in the probe." Now you put that. The first person Donnie called, where's my freaking mouse and why ain't it working somewhere? First person he called after he got the target letter, Kevin McCarthy, baby. That should speak to all of us.
It speaks volumes.
It tells me who Kevin McCarthy is.
Yes.
Because that's what they're doing. They're talking strategy, how they're going to pull this off.
Well, and Kevin gets out there almost every day in front of the microphones right there, right? In between things and spew.
Yeah. Poor Donnie. We're abusing him. We're persecuting him.
Yeah.
They did that to Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it isn't Kevin, then it's Jim or one of the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's Joe Manchin doing?
Yeah, there's a whole. I seen him last night. Are you shitting me? I haven't decided to win, but if I play, I'm in it to win it. Yeah, this is if he does it, I swear he's doing it for the benefit of Donnie. Not some magical wish that he has in his head that we're all going to come together and sing Kumbaya. He's doing it to attack Biden and help Donnie. That's the only thing I can think of. Is that's why he would do that.
Thing with a junior, Kennedy Jr. Not much different.
No.
Much different.
No, Kennedy's just a whack job. He sounds intelligent, but he's full of shit, and he relies on that. And evidently, they're wondering if he's on steroids because, boy, howdy shit, have you seen the picture of him doing push-ups? Lord have mercy. Don't tell me that's all natural. I'm sorry. Maybe, I don't know. Well, I'm 70. I'm past that shit now.
I'm
Ain't
still
doing no
waiting.
push-ups, baby. My shoulders couldn't handle it. Or my
On a
knees.
good note,
Huh?
I'm still waiting. I'm on a good note, John. I'm
What?
still waiting on Garcia to put them new strings on and play us a song and put it on YouTube or put it on. I want to hear some Joe, or as Randy Peterson says, shredding it.
I think I only caught about half of that, Michael. You were breaking up.
Yeah.
Your mic kind of cuts in and out at times, I think.
Oh, I'm walking around barefooted outside because it's only about 76 degrees here.
Kiss my
Wow.
ass. Kiss me. How what? Temperature?
Wow.
What? 76? Dude,
Yeah.
it's like, it's 6:30 in the
70.
evening and we're still at about 94 or 5. We're not going to get down to about, we're still, and the heat, with the heat index, we'll get down to 91 tonight. The heat index will be 91 at the low. So that tells you what we got down here. Just a constant oven.
76 here, John. It's all these fucking trees I planted
It helps.
10 years ago. Yeah,
John, have you been
I ain't
by?
been.
Makes a difference.
And you want to move away from there after you
Oh,
planted all them trees?
I did not. I told you that on the phone. I'm not moving away from where I've already established. I wanted these for shade trees, and I wanted them for be able to set a hammock up and just sit there and just enjoy.
Well, for whatever reason, you provided trees for a future, so we appreciate the shit out of it, buddy. I do.
Yeah.
I do.
That's what we all should do.
Yeah.
Bernadette knows. She knows.
Yeah.
Bernie's
I,
planted.
I know
planted,
Big.
I planted that oak tree behind my house.
Did you?
Yes.
There you go. There you go. Besides, it's something you
No,
can look at and say,
we-
yeah, later on. Let me
we all
thank
need to plant a tree.
John Diddybag, who came back again and donated another $5 and said, oh, Lord, how many of y'all have... If the most common phrase in your house is, somebody jiggle the handle, you might be a redneck. Somebody jiggle the handle, we're wasting water in there. Sewer's going to back up, we're going to have a mess. Somebody, yeah. Been down that road
Well,
before.
Well, I have to use a lot of water because I bought a swimming pool for the dogs. And
Oh,
believe
did
it
you?
or not, oh yes, I did.
I bet you
got
they
a
jumped
swimming
in,
pool
too.
for the dogs. The big old German Shepherd, boy, he just sits there and growls at the other ones, get away from my pool.
Mine go over to the doggy door, look out there and go, no. Go back in the air conditioner and lay down. That's what they're doing. And a bunch of cats, too. I got 3 of them that live in the house now that just won't, well, they go out, they go in and out, but basically they lounge around here and soak up the AC. But that's all right.
Sponges.
Sponges, that's what they are. But they're cute sponges, and I love them.
I was going to ask you a question, John. Did you see Marjorie Taylor Greene with the rap artist? They've been showing that he was a rich guy, and she was in the video and all that crap.
No, I didn't
You
see
see-
that.
Oh,
Thank goodness my eyes survived it.
I gotta say, I tried to look.
I do love the ad that she made for Biden, though.
That
With the
Marjorie Taylor Greene?
comparison to yes, with the comparison to LBJ and FDR. She made a
Oh,
wonderful
really?
ad for him.
Yeah.
sure.
She's comparing him to FDR
And LBJ, yeah.
and LBJ.
LBJ.
You know, LBJ got a
what
lot
they
of
did in
shit
their-
done. A
He
lot
did,
of
he
shit
did,
done.
and so did FDR.
Yes. So,
And he
And
also
she
knew
said that.
is
Yeah,
she
what
saying?
FDR started and LBJ continued Biden's trying to finish, as if that was a bad thing. And apparently, she's a firm example of what happens when you don't know your history. Look at her, and that's what you're going to get. And we're going to get a whole country full of people like this because these people are trying to whitewash the history of America.
Yeah, I just don't understand it. You know, they call it woke. Look at all these woke. You know, are you shitting me? I want to be woke. I want to be informed. I don't want to be sitting around ignorant, closing my mind and my eyes to everything around me.
I cannot even explain to you what woke
No.
means.
No.
No.
Hey,
No.
John,
I know the origins. I've learned that it came from the African American community. That it meant to be aware.
It pretty much means in the African American community just what it fucking means in the goddamn dictionary.
It's the same
thing. It means to stay awake.
Be aware. Be aware. Be knowledgeable. Yes. Be awake. Be woke. But Ron DeSantis has turned it into a whole cotton picking campaign. That's his whole slogan. Might as well just be I'm against woke. You know. Hey, let's don't be rude. Well, Tony Boyd, are you in here?
Excuse me.
Hold on.
Excuse me just a moment, John. I'm gonna have to leave.
Uh-oh.
Bid you all adieu. I'm heading to Corpus.
What's up, bub? I don't sound.
I gotta go pick up some medication. They just called me.
Okay.
So
okay. Take care of Mama for us.
There and stay hydrated.
Hey, I love you guys.
Love you too, brother. Take care of yourself.
Gotta go get some more drugs.
Go get some more drugs, buddy. Go see your drug dealer.
That's right.
CVS.
No, HEB.
HEB. That's your drug dealer. Yeah, mine's CVS, man. I got to get my shit. Anyway, Joe, take care of yourself, brother. Best to the family. You love you too, bud. Now, Tony, are you in here?
Yes, I'm here.
How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing fine.
Good. I'm still enjoying my lighters, brother. I'm loving my lighter.
I'm glad.
If I'm not lighting something with it, I'm playing with it. So, seems to be a permanent part of my hand.
I was listening to all of y'all, and what's so messed up about this whole situation is that the majority of people weren't even alive in the 60s, early 60s.
Right.
They don't know what the hell went on. They don't want to read the history about the truthness of what the black people went through back then, because I lived through that shit.
Yeah, they don't want a history talk.
Wokeness, right. As far as wokeness goes, you're right. The black people come up with that because we had to wake up and find out how bad they was misusing us.
Yes.
Nobody wanted to listen at the time. I remember the days when I had to ride in the back of the bus and go to the theater through the back door. You know, I couldn't eat at the white restaurant. All that stuff. People just look at you like you're crazy. The only white person I knew back then was people I'd seen on TV, the taxi driver and the bus driver.
My younger days, I was in New Orleans, Louisiana, and
they
you didn't have to look far to see racism there, baby.
Yeah.
Even with a heavy black population.
Right. In school, you know, they taught us, we was going to grow up and have a pretty house with a white picket fence and all this shit, which was a bunch of crap. Yeah. You know, but they wanted to live on those lies, and now they're scared that their kids are going to know the truth about this nation, and how this nation was made on a bunch of lies. It was stolen in the first place.
Indeed.
I don't want to talk about that shit.
Indeed, we didn't discover anything.
Right.
No. Because there was people waving at us when we got here.
It makes them feel bad about themselves. And, you know, we don't want those little kids feeling bad about themselves, but it was totally and completely okay for 400 years of black people being in this country for them to feel bad about themselves.
Right.
It was absolutely okay for that.
Well, and here's the thing is those little kids have nothing to feel bad about. They're little kids and they had nothing to do with it. So why would they feel bad?
Yeah.
Part of it is
get their thinking there.
So they don't want to
let them learn history, for Christ's sake.
They're afraid.
Absolutely.
They're afraid they're going to be educated about what really happened.
But if they learn their history about what their possible great-great-grandfather did or something like that, they could feel bad about themselves today.
And they don't need to be feeling bad about themselves. They need to be feeling bad about the history itself and live to provide a different place.
They should feel bad about the history. But that's not the way the people who are changing the laws are putting it.
No, as a matter of fact, if you watch the Republican Party, they just assume bury it all.
Everybody's got to be a victim.
it. We love every Christian on Sundays, but Monday through Saturday, the game's
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
You know, it's hypocritical as hell. And that's the saddest part about it. Because a lot of people go, oh, I love everybody. Jesus told me this and all that shit. Yeah, on
Well,
Sunday.
now, Michael, it depends on what part of the Bible you're reading. Are you reading the Old Testament, which is full of, oh, I will
No, I'm
smite thy
reading
ass,
one.
or the New Testament, which says, oh, I love thy brother? Because
Yeah,
there's a
I'm only
conflicting
reading.
message in there.
And which church is interpreting it how?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. Interpretation
I'm
is.
reading one verse and not the chapter.
What's that?
I'm reading one verse and not the chapter. I only want to cherry pick the things they want me to hear. That's what I want. I was raised as a Southern Baptist. Do you realize how bad that is? Joe Scarborough was the same way. You know, he was raised a Southern Baptist. He was a Republican. You watch his show, he's like, man, he's ripping them. And I'm like, hey, go, Joe. And Joe's not a fucking Republican no more. So it makes sense to me.
Joe got a little pissed off when Donnie came in. Joe left the
he did.
Republican Party. More precisely because he was snubbed at Mar-a-Lago with what's this girl? The lady that his co-anchor.
Misha.
Yeah.
Mika Brzezinski.
Mika.
Yeah.
Yeah. Donnie and them really kind of insulted her down there at Mar-a-Lago, and I think it was that incident that really gave way to "fuck you, asshole."
It made Joe woke.
Yeah, it woke Joe up. So and thank goodness it did. Thank goodness it did.
Absolutely.
You know, because we need woke, big time. James, did you make it in here again?
Yeah, I'm finally
there
back.
There you go, and we can even hear your ass this time.
Sweet.
There you go. Got your shit. What's going on in your world, buddy?
Yeah, just burning up, working like a dog.
Are you? Quit that shit, or it's bad for your back.
I thought that was funny ass shit when Marjorie Taylor Greene just found out the LBJ existed. Holy shit! And then Biden trolled the fuck out of her. It's like, guilty as charged. You know? Well, fuck.
Yep. What are you gonna do? Please don't throw me in the briar patch.
Don't do things that fucking help the American people. What the fuck?
She's ignorant anyway. Anything she's doing, she just pulls out of her butt. That's how come she screwed up, because she didn't know anything. I swear, I don't know how she got on the ticket. I don't know how Bobart got her ass on the ticket. That guy from Texas down here, what's his name? Shit, I think he's gone now. But
well, you have to remember, Marjorie ran unopposed the first time.
Yes, but not the second time.
How did she get reelected? How did she get reelected?
That's the question. How did she get reelected? You know who she is. She's a public idiot. The class clown of Congress.
The guy who ran against her the second time ended up dropping out. The Democrat that ran against her dropped out of the race second time.
That's amazing.
Because it's a purely red district. However, we can't keep letting that happen, you guys. I mean, that's how these people stay in Congress, and she's racking in big time cash now and running her fucking mouth.
Go ahead, we got work to do. Shit, we got work to do. This is going to start picking up. You know, the indictments that we're going to see these come down pretty soon. You know, when they get a target letter, he's got 4 days to respond.
Adam Frisch up in the 3rd District of Colorado running against Bobart's ass. He's on her. He's on a roll right now, you know, and Bobart's going to have a hard time beating him this time around.
We have to be,
a little bit over 500 votes short of kicking her ass out of Congress.
We have to be involved in this election, and that's again why we run our 2 for Blue. This time I'm running Jackie Rosen out of Nevada. Nevada's going to be a tough one because the Republicans are coming for that state, baby. And we need to turn that sucker. I can't miss it. Shit. I need to do more homework. Anyway, Jackie Rose, I do. Sometimes I have to come in here and jump on here, and I haven't had time to research everything. So I need to do a little research. But there it is. Jackie Rosen, rosenfordnevada.com. Go check her out. We need to hold these lines, baby. This is where the battle is going to be. It's going to be in the states. So we need to
She
be
fought
there.
hard for that last time, and she has two Republicans and one independent running against her.
Thank you, Bernadette. She just put the link in the chat.
Yep.
So we appreciate it.
I'm trying to stay on top of my homework too.
we all need to, because this is where the battle is going to be in the states, baby. Because that's how we elect a president, by electoral college. You know, the game right now, it looks to me like the Republican game is going to be dilute the vote. Dilute the vote on the Republican side, so you have so many candidates running that Donnie comes up with the winner. He doesn't have to get half of the whole Republican Party. He just has to get the majority of the
and we know his followers will stay true.
No labels are big Republican donors that started this no labels,
and they're still anonymous
and
donors.
It's strictly designed to take votes away from Biden, and also Joe Manchin. Joe Manchin says that his running mate would be John Huntsman, okay, who used to be he was ambassador, I believe, to was it either Russia or China or one or the other. And Huntsman is a Republican, out of Arizona, I do believe, maybe Nevada, maybe Utah, somewhere around in that area.
Right.
But brilliant man. He's the type of Republican that would push you on the mindset of John McCain. He was reasonable. You could deal with him. He had some good thoughts. I could buy that thought for $1. Okay, so there, you could agree with him some of the time, but he's still a Republican.
Yeah.
Okay, kind of like a Mitt Romney type.
Well,
okay.
I remember a time.
Not a bad guy.
I remember a time where the veracity, the divide between a Republican and a Democrat used to not be so big. There were disagreements.
It did used to be.
There were
now it's
disagreements,
like
but
Grand
now,
Canyon.
yeah, we've turned it into something totally different now.
Cassie says Huntsman was ambassador to China and former governor of Utah.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I'm afraid.
Yeah, the No Labels Party is trying to put a party, a ticket together of a Democrat and a Republican.
There's another one we really have to keep here too.
No, that the Manchin Huntsman ticket is not specifically under No Labels. No Labels is supporting people like RFK and Cornel West.
Yeah, who's running on the Green Party? Who I love to listen to that man talk.
He was on Hannity, and Hannity got a little bit more than he was ready to chew.
I bet he did.
I missed him.
Cornel West is not somebody you want to debate on any issue. I would think you're going to lose.
And I would
style
love to
too.
see Cornel West in government, but he needs to start a little bit more local and do something really local for. And I do understand him. I've listened to him. He's fighting for poor people. He's fighting for the underdog.
I love to listen to him.
But he will not win against Trump.
No.
Okay.
I don't know if winning is the point right now. Right now, he's out there and his voice is everywhere.
Putting his voice out there.
And that's important.
And it's good to have his voice out there.
We do.
I don't think that he's going to take away as many and be as effective as he could if he ran for a local district office and got into Congress.
Yeah, if he moved into Congress or something, I think he'd make a hell of a congressman, don't you?
State level.
He can do that
on a state level.
Next election, route too.
Right. Yeah, he should be running for Congress where he could make a difference.
Yeah.
And have a voice. Yes. I agree 100%. You know, the saddest damn thing, when I left Kentucky, guess who became the senator of Kentucky? I left Kentucky. Turtle Man became the fucking senator.
It's all your fault.
So it's your fault.
It's your fault.
You left. You left the freaking state open, and look at there. Turtle Man jumped in, and there. Look where we at now. Damn, KY.
And now we all know who to blame.
Your ass. Somebody get a.
I knew it was Michael's fault all along.
Yeah.
I knew it was Michael's fault. Listen to him. All that damn barbecue he be doing.
I sure hated to see my state, the bluegrass state, which I came from, was poor as hell. I was around a lot of people of color that was poor as hell as me. We were best buddies. We did everything. We shared food. We shared clothes. We shared everything. Our dreams, we shared them all. You know why? Because I was 3 hours from Memphis. Didn't make me a bad person. It just made me grow up in a situation that everybody was equal.
We're all around this nation. You know, when I picked the moniker of Blue Dot in Texas, I don't know what really caused me. I just that's what I felt like, because I all around me I saw this idiocracy going on, this stupidness, the ignorance that was being displayed and honors given to a draft dodging coward that nobody would have ever supported, but now all of a sudden he's the glory, but don't think for a minute that we have blue dots in every state, in every country in this world. And like I've said before, some of them don't even know the word blue dot, but they are. They're Democrats, baby. They hold to their values in very hard areas to do that. And
very difficult.
Yeah,
John?
Yes, dear.
We have an Ohio blue dot that's going to need our help to stay in her position. Sherrod Brown?
Sherrod Brown. Oh, wait.
Sherrod Brown has got 3 Republicans lined up to try and take the seat.
Travis gave me the new one today, Jackie Rosen, on my button. I still have another one here, but today he had trouble with his Dropbox, whatever the hell that is. And
whatever the hell that is.
Yeah, whatever that is. He couldn't get them from his computer to in here. So shortly I should have this whole thing filled up. Right now I only have 2 buttons. Wait a minute. Do I have 3? Let me see. There's Jackie Rose. Oh no, that's Jackie Rosen. And she's right there.
Pinkins
and we have Ty Pinkins in Mississippi. And boy howdy, Ty needs our help down there, buddy. We can.
Yes.
So if you've got $2, $5, whatever you have, you know, it's the small donations that make the difference in these people's careers, their campaigns. You know, big donors are real nice, but they're far and few between. You know, and we'd rather have it.
Most of all my money, John, and you're right about that, but most of all my money is in the state I'm in Missouri, where we got Josh Hawley. We got to get Lucas Coates, who is a veteran, who is a Marine veteran, who didn't run like a fucking chicken out of this.
Are you insinuating that somebody did?
That's
what kills me is I get these debates with Republicans and idiots, and they hold him up as a symbol of America. Are you shitting me? Start out with the fact that he's a freaking draft dodging coward. That's where you start with.
He's one of the 147 too.
You know, don't give me the virtuous. Oh, he's a virtuous man. He's been married what 3-4 times, cheated on every wife he has. His current wife and our ex First Lady, you can see pictures of her ass hung over the wing of an airplane outside for all the world to see because, you know, hey, it's art. You know, any other First Lady in our history? No, that wouldn't have flown. But for some reason, he gets a pass on all this shit. He's a slime bucket of shit. And yet I don't have to look far to find supporters for him. So, yes, I question what they consider to be American values. I think they have lost their way in what that means to be a patriot, to be able to stand up for your country, for the documents that hold us up. That is not where Donnie and his minions are going. They want something different, baby. They're going to sell it as patriotism. Believe your ass that. They're going to hold up the flag and see an eagle fly by, all the shit.
And a unicorn fucking Skittles. Yeah. Well, the hardest thing that they don't understand, when you was a military guy, you was probably one of the most patriot. A lot of these guys relate to Donald Trump. You know, Private Bone Spurs.
Well, according to Dickwad down there out of Alabama, what's his name? Tommy Tubba shit. It's okay to have white supremacists, white national, racist, Klan members in the army, in our name. No, I don't want them in there. I don't want them in there. I want their ass out, baby. They have no place in our society.
But if it doesn't piss off everybody that served, I will kick you right in the brown of the round and let's go.
Well, that's what the sad story is, KY. There are the Oath Keepers. You can look at that organization right now. A group of people that sold out, in my opinion, their oath. They sold out their oath. They kicked the oath in the teeth. They pissed on it. They did everything. The Oath Keepers. They just loved the name.
Yeah.
They didn't pay attention to the oath, baby.
Hey, they would do the flag because Knuckle Nuts did it. Yeah. Fuck her, by the
way. There are a lot of idiots. All you have to do is wave the flag.
Oh my God!
I got an idiot down the street from me waves the American flag all the time. Look in the background. There's a rebel flag. Make up your fucking mind. Come on, man. You look stupid.
Real Americans look at it like it's a fucking slap in our fucking face, and it should be. Every veteran that ever served ought to look at these Gravy Seal 1%ers, 2%ers, whatever the fuck they call themselves. These mothers of liberty. My God, really?
Hey, it sounds patriotic, KY. Come on. That's all it takes is something to sound patriotic. Moms for liberty. Well, how do you not want to just stand up and... Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's selling to the... Yeah, is it any different, really? I don't like using such a drastic metaphor, but look at Hitler. Look at Hitler. He is in prison when he wrote Mein Kampf because he failed the first time he tried. He got in prison trying to overthrow the government. It didn't work. And that's when he wrote Mein Kampf, came up with a whole great idea to convince half the German people to despise the Jewish people and blame everything, all their troubles on them, to divide his nation, to drive them to do what they did. Is Donnie any different? No. Not in my eyes. I see him doing the same damn thing. The final battle. Gee, this sounds like the final solution shit.
Well, if they're
is it any different? No.
Joe Biden calls me, because I will, the Department of Army go, I ain't forgot my skills, just that far. I ain't far from where I did a lot of my shooting with a howitzer, so I know what to do on the big guns.
Justin, we're waiting on you, buddy. Just take your time and do your shit right.
Let them fucking Gravy Seals come on and get some if they want it, because if I had my hands on a 50 or a 60, which I was an expert
I don't want that. I don't want that. You know, we've got to find a way around this shit because that's what he's promoting. The final battle. He's talking that language. We can't let that happen.
Sand somewhere.
There's going to be a certain amount of people that are going to pay attention to him. And we'll probably see him on the news somewhere. Oh, did you hear what happened in bumfuck Egypt? Yeah. A whole bunch of guys thought they was going to overthrow. Yeah, no. Ain't going to happen.
Yeah. Well, look at Nutty Yaw.
But there could be mayhem in this country, and there could be destruction to our infrastructure, to whatever idiotic idea that they come up with. They could hurt us.
John, some of this is starting with Nutty Yahoo over in Israel, too. If you're looking at what's going over in there, because he's just the same. He ain't far off of Donald Trump. He has fucked Israel as hard as he could.
He's a piece of shit.
Who? Who are we talking about? Which?
Netanyahu.
Netanyahu.
Netanyahu. He is a piece of shit. He screwed the Palestinians over as much as he can, and he is right-wing Trump.
He is very right-wing. Yes.
Sure.
It's not just an American problem.
He is a dictator. Look how much money we give him. Oh, let's keep giving. Oh, it's religion.
We've always given to Israel, and we always will. They're a major...
Well, I'm with Jimmy Carter. We should have been giving some of that money to the Palestinians.
Oh, that's the only solution to that shit is a two-state solution, and I don't know how the fuck they're going to do that.
I don't either.
Better minds than me have been trying to figure that shit out, how to get it done, and I wish they would, but I don't hold out much hope for it. You know, and then when you start talking about the broader Middle East and Iran's intentions against Israel, and then you start stepping up, you know, the whole world issue falls in it. There's not a place in this world that we do not have to worry about right now. Hell, Russia's going to swear to cut off grain shipments out of Ukraine. That what that's going to do around the world. That's the breadbasket of the world, the grain that comes out of Ukraine.
Yeah, it's going to hurt Europe worse.
It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt Africa. It's going to devastate people.
There's something, John, that you don't know as a farmer, that we're the grain capital of the United States. When everybody else gets hurt and starving,
Kansas? I know that, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm well aware of that.
Hell,
I drove
Missouri
through Kansas every time for 10 miles. Look at that. What'd you see? Corn. Look at that. What'd you see? Corn.
Driving through that motherfucker, I'll kiss your ass. Son of a bitch, I just got to stop
baby,
up.
We need Kansas as much as we need California or Florida or Texas or Michigan or any other state. We are a bound country. And it bothers me that there are those within that seek to threaten that. And that's exactly what this is. It's being led by Donald Trump. He does not want a cohesive America. It works better when we're at each other's throat. That's what he wants.
So proud. And when they down the Roe versus Wade horse shit, because Kansas was the first red state to do it, and that pissed them off, and that's why the Supreme Court justice did what they did, because Kansas is a republic. Oh shit, we got to shut this shit down. You know,
the Georgia Supreme Court shut down Donnie on his. You said Supreme Court. I know I had a note over there, but it's about Donnie was trying to get the case in Georgia thrown out. And his little case went to Georgia Supreme Court. Georgia Supreme Court said, "Get the fuck out of here! Are you shitting me?"
I read that shit, and at the very last, they didn't even sign that shit. They just said, "All judges concur."
All judges concur. All of them. Get the hell out of here with this shit. He just wanted it thrown out. Just flat thrown out.
Big note on it. No.
But they went into a 5-page explanation as to why he could not do it, and they weren't going to do it either.
Yeah. I thought it was
petition is denied because he filed that petition several months ago.
Yeah.
And he was waiting for the judge who was holding the petition.
It's already worked its way up
with a ruling, and they're like, well, we can't force him in a ruling, and we're not going to rule for him, and you have there's nothing to do here. We have nothing to do here.
See ya.
Because you haven't formally been prosecuted.
Yeah, you ain't been charged or anything.
But after the fact,
he hasn't even got a target letter yet.
We'll deal with it.
Yeah.
Nothing like jumping ahead.
Nothing like being a little nervous about shit.
Oh, and now he's got 2 more attorneys on the hook for that bullshit. It's just like.
But the problem is the more he's painted into a corner, the more he is going to lash out. The more he is going to try to incite violence in this country.
And you hear it in his rhetoric and his, truth socials that he shits out every day. I was gonna say spit, but it doesn't. Yeah,
really matter. He pulls them out of his ass, every one of them. I don't stay. I wanted to get on there and get myself an account, but I just can't bring myself to do that. I don't want to wade into that swamp shit. I can't. Yeah, I get enough on my.
I love my devices too much.
We're doing real good.
Infiltrated.
On I think I mentioned it before. We did real good when we started our TikTok account, and we've gone over 65,000 followers on TikTok. I'm going there right now because I want to see. But today, of course, because I try to respond to comments as much as I can, and on TikTok it's easy. All you really have to do is hit a heart down there. And let them know that you read it, unless you run across something you want to respond to, which, by the way, if anybody is listening, every T-shirt I wear was sent to me by a Blue Dot family member somewhere in the United States or around the world, and so John didn't, I'm always getting, hey, I want to order that shirt. Where do you get that shirt? I don't know where they got it. Look it up. Let me see. Today we have, on today's little video, we got 26,000 views on TikTok. I know we were well over.
Right on.
Yeah, we're numbers were good on anyway. Where I was going is, man, I flipped through there and some of them comments they're not friendly Blue Dots. But I like to play with them.
John, you are not allowed to play. Okay.
I like to play a little bit. At the end, usually
John,
I'll make some comment, and then at the end I say, "Now run along to your QAnon meeting." There you
Yeah,
for your
well,
little
that's why
meeting
we
over
that's why we have a disclaimer. Maybe you
Yes.
should play that over there.
Yes. Now, see, I want to hit the. I got to figure this out because I cannot hear this. When I hit the disclaimer button, I
We
could not
can't
hear
hear
it,
it either.
and the people in Discord cannot hear it. So we don't know when it ends. Now, I want to. Oh, wait a minute. Now, I love this anyway. Guess what I have, Miss Chick? Right here.
What do you have?
In my hand, right here. It's secret documents. That's what it is. You hear the rest of the
Secret
paper?
documents.
Yes, this is.
Yeah,
Look at
we
this map.
found 'em.
This is
Did you
it.
find them in Florida?
Yes,
John?
they were under. They were wadded up by the toilet. I don't know. Had some.
Hey, John.
Uh-oh.
John, I got a simple solution for you, buddy.
What's that?
That disclaimer, just play it into the damn microphone that you're talking to, and we can all hear it.
Yeah, no, that's what I was going to do here, but all of a sudden I'm looking at this paper going, oh, my eyes aren't going to be able to keep up with this.
You need those
No,
glasses. I wrote it big too.
I know, you wrote it big and I'm still sitting here. Wait a minute.
Double space.
All right, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Because we've heard the disclaimer. I like the viewer warning. The viewer warning. The Blue Dot Live may become addictive. Watching Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 6 p.m. Central Time, week after week, month after month, year after year, may cause questioning the system, elevated heart rate, pondering humanity, separation from toxic family members. Ooh, I got that one. Reassessing long-time friendships. Yeah, I lost all those. And whether or not the neighbors really are friendly. I can answer that one. See effects. Read as a run on. Yeah, clearing truth.
I'm lucky. I got friendly neighbors.
What I'm gonna do, because I can't read it real good right now, if you don't mind, I'm going to try to do that warning, the side effects. I just like that, and I want to really kind of put my ring on it. If that's okay.
Have fun with it, John. I wrote you in the letter to have fun.
That's
with
what you said. I just want to make sure it's okay.
Oh no, it's yours. It's yours, baby.
I want to play with that one. As a matter of fact, the next time, and I think it's coming up soon, I'm going to be on the Tim Cormall show. I want to have that ready so I can.
Oh.
I could play it on there because watching our show does. Trying to get my glasses back on, as much as they work.
I got a question then.
Yes, Tony.
You hear the music that you play at the beginning of the show, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
John Lawrence.
Okay. Can Travis integrate that in on that same tracks right behind? You can cut to it.
Well,
and you would hear it, we would hear it, and everybody else would hear it.
Yeah, because when I play the music, I can hear that. But when I play the what's marked as the warning.
The question is, when you play the music, is that on your regular computer and the other one is on the iPad?
No, they're both on the same one.
They're both on the same one.
On the same one.
It could be a matter of the different file types.
I have two buttons here. One, if I hit, we hear John Lawrence, and this is. I love this song. He wrote it for me. It's about me. I could not be more honored than that. But the one that hits me is the one I play at the beginning. This is my house on my little piece of land, and I'm doing all I can to hold on to it.
It does come in choppy on Discord.
The music?
Yeah, when we're in here live listening, it's kind of choppy, but it comes out fine on the replay.
Now, I'm hitting the button right now.
The views and opinions expressed on the Blue Dot Live show are strictly those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect those of the Blue Dot family in its entirety. We are not experts on the topics we discuss, nor are we journalists. We are simply concerned citizens trying to find sanity in an increasingly insane world. We urge you to listen, read, and view as many different sources as you can to keep up with the shit show of American politics. Form your own opinions. Take what you like and leave the rest. Just remember to vote like your life depends on it, because it does. Warning. Viewing Blue Dot Live may become addictive. Watching Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 6 p.m. Central Time every week, month after month, year after year, may cause questioning the system, elevated heart rate, pondering humanity, separation from toxic family members, reassessing longtime friendships and whether or not the neighbors really are that friendly, side effects.
Hang on.
Okay.
I don't think they understand the question that we're asking them.
Yeah. Irene Lambert says she can hear it on Facebook. But
Right, and they can hear it in YouTube, but what we're asking is, can you hear us talking over it?
Yeah. Yeah. Jeanette Miller says the audio is very good, so I'm guessing that. Now wait a minute. But now if I hit the other one, the side effects. The side effects
Viewing
are
Blue
playing
Dot
right
Live
now.
may become addictive. Watching Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 6 p.m. Central Time every week, month after month, year after year, may cause questioning the system, elevated heart rate, pondering humanity, separation from toxic family members, reassessing longtime friendships and whether or not the neighbors really are that friendly.
Yeah.
Side effects can include, but are not limited to, learning truths about things you thought you already knew, wanting to wear all manner of t-shirts to express yourself, throwing caution to the wind and confronting Karen, and all manner of ass holiness when you see it, developing more empathy and wokeness than any one heart can contain, meeting other blue dots from all over the globe, liking, following, subscribing, and sharing this shit whenever you can, frequent outbursts of fuck Trump or anyone else who pissed you off today.
Yeah.
If you can't stop thinking, saying, or screaming fuck Trump,
Fuck Trump? Did she say fuck Trump again?
May be advised. We'll be here, still going at it when you're ready to resume. Fuck Trump.
We will be here.
Well, there you
Repeating
go,
the
John.
mantra of fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump.
Yes.
And you can hear it. We heard it.
Yeah, I heard that time.
one.
Yes, Bill Jones breaking Michigan AG issues 16 indictments, baby. That's what we've been talking about earlier. These are 16 people that are being indicted for forgery, for falsifying government. These are felonies, baby. I can't wait because it's going to happen in other places too. Arizona.
See, I want to know where that shit came from, because all that shit came from one place. Because all that shit was on the same damn letterhead and everything.
It was a conspiracy, brother. We know that.
Where did it come from?
Well, there's a big question.
Gee, I don't know. They worked independently. I don't think they had anything to do with
I don't even think they knew each other. That's what
No.
you're going to hear on the other side. These were all no. That's what we have to keep reminding ourselves. This is a conspiracy. You know, we're all sitting here waiting to see what Jack Smith's going to come up. We got target letter down. We know the indictments are coming. I can already tell you in my heart, it's not enough. It's not going to be enough because in my mind, I know the conspiracy went all the way through Congress, baby.
John?
Yes, dear?
He can issue the indictment, and if there are extenuating charges that need to be brought, he can also issue a superseding indictment. So, I think what he's trying to do is just get the ball started rolling on the J6.
Yeah.
And as these things come in, because I do know that he's questioning these other states, he's also been down or talked to Georgia. And so
Wasn't he spotted on a subway up in New York today?
I don't know. I don't live in New York, and I don't ride the subway.
No, it was in the news. I think he was spotted there. He was going to, I think it is the case out of New York about the hush money.
Yeah, he might be trying to consolidate all these into one large
they have
federal
overlapping
state.
witnesses and shit.
Yes.
So a lot of the same people are wrapped up in the same shit.
And that lets you know how conspiracy related
what
it is.
happens is that if there's federal charges and there's similar state charges, the feds are going to go first.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, the difference being is that
may have been what he was doing.
If he gets convicted on any of the state charges, certain states like Georgia, he can't be pardoned from. And Kemp being a governor, Republican governor in Georgia, has no control over the pardoning board down there in Georgia.
Right.
Now, the other states, some of them you have Democratic governors in, like in Michigan, and in Pennsylvania, and in other states like Arizona, you don't.
There's a
So,
lot more that's going to be coming out of Arizona, which I believe
mhm,
is already talking about uh, possible indictments down there for the same thing Michigan is doing.
mhm.
These fake electors that were around
This
the
was a
country.
conspiracy,
It
and,
was.
John
It
Eastman
was.
had a hell of a lot to do with it. Jim Jordan had a hell of a lot to do with it. Little Miss,
That's what I
Sweet
believe. So
Hope
what do we
down
do
in
with that?
Georgia.
If we believe that,
Um,
and if it is proven to be true, what do we do with that? We're talking about sitting congressmen. That makes them,
yeah, you're
in my
also
book,
talking about
treason.
Kevin McCarthy, the second one who's in position to be president
Yeah,
as Speaker of the House.
there you go. How would you like to have Kevin McCarthy as your president right now? Holy
Oh God,
shit!
no. Mm-mm,
Are you shitting me, that
mm-mm.
little worm? He shouldn't even be Speaker of the House.
No,
Yeah,
he
I
shouldn't.
wish they'd get on with that one vote to kick his ass out, or one person to challenge him.
Oh,
slap it.
Trump ain't gonna let them do that right now.
No, no. You can tell first person Trump called after he got this letter was Kevin McCarthy, because they got to come up
Oh,
with the
absolutely.
plan of how they're going to do this shit.
Can you slap that motherfucker
I
on your
wish it
slap?
just. I don't know how many times I could hit that, but
He can hurdle
And then run him over with the bus.
run him with the
Slap
bus.
him while you're slapping.
And then when he got up under the bus, slap him down and call another bus.
But
Where's the
we
elected?
have
You missed the first time hitting. There you go. Thank you very much
Back
for
it
doing
up
that.
and do it again.
Do it again and again and again.
Yeah.
we have a guy here in California that's running against Kevin McCarthy, and his name is John Burroughs, and we've certainly had a two for blue up for him in the last couple of days, and so yeah, if you got a little extra and can afford it, $2 shot over to John Burroughs running against Kevin McCarthy would be a good idea.
Yes, I did have that
Yes.
button. Now it's gone. Now
Absolutely.
I have Ty Pinkins again to remind you, running down in Mississippi for the Senate. Now we hold the margin in the Senate, but only by one.
Yes.
Only by one,
and
baby.
it's not enough.
It's
because
not
if
enough.
we
We
held
need
it
to
by more
increase
than
our
that,
more. Yes.
absolutely.
And if we're going to do
Because
it, this is the
sometimes
year
it
to
takes
do it. So
60.
we really need to stand behind these people. And the Senate, the House is like the monkey cage, baby. It's where all the nasty shit goes on and the slinging of shit. But it's the Senate. It is the Senate that we trust to do the right thing and control the House, to refine
Yeah,
the
but we
bills.
couldn't trust them in that last Congress because it was the Senate that if they had convicted his ass, we wouldn't be going
There you
through this
go.
chaos now.
Yeah.
Well, we wouldn't be dealing with
Hindsight.
citizens now.
Uh-oh.
Absolutely.
There it is, BW. Thank you very much.
You have to see what's getting screwed up in our system.
Question for everybody.
I see Don
Bernie's
Cheeto's
woman-
recommending that Donnie be sentenced to prison down here in Texas, where it's in the news that there is no air conditioning in Texas prisons. And guess what's happening down here? Yeah, it's not good.
I don't
baby.
think there's air conditioning in any prison.
No, there's not. And when you have heat waves like this, there's a lot of suffering going on. And it's not necessarily, I understand they're trying to do their best to make up cooling stations inside the prison for the prisoners. But they've already had several heat deaths down there
Yeah.
in prison.
How is that not cruel and inhumane
It is.
punishment?
It is. It is.
It is too.
Down in this kind,
Shit.
and here we are. We're talking about heat down here, but this is. Does anybody see an end to this? Because I don't. Right now, this is July. Are you shitting me? Texas doesn't usually get hot until late August, early September. That's our hottest time of the month, a year. So we're not even there yet. So this, we have no rain in our forecast, and as long as this heat dome is starting all over the place, nobody in this heat dome is getting it. So you want to start talking about global warming? It's on a global scale. This little heat dome. It circles the Earth. Right now, temperatures over in the Persian Gulf are above human capacity to survive in. Meaning if you're out there in the elements, you're going to die, period. 150 degrees, baby. How can we not think that this is going to hang around for a while? And if we don't start getting really serious, I don't know where this planet's going, baby, but I don't think it has plans for us being around on it. I think
Hey, Who was Jimmy
You know, my
Carter's
brother
vice
was telling me
president?
yesterday when
Al
he's out
Gore.
that he's seen on TV where people out there in Arizona and Nevada was baking cookies in their cars.
Oh, I told Travis we should. I ought to put some cookie dough out on the tray and put it in the car and put it out in the sun in my truck. Shit out, It's. I had to go to town today in that truck, and man, I'm telling you, all four windows down, and all I feel is a freaking heater coming in the window. It's blasting like a
Speaking
furnace.
of hot vehicles, if you own a pet, please do not, under any circumstances, leave.
No.
Even with the windows down, don't leave them in the car right now. If you got grandkids or older people, don't leave them in the car. You know, it used to be when I was a kid, your parents would go in the grocery store and they'd tell you stay in the car, okay?
Right.
But
many times
little kids don't know to roll down the window, and you know, just don't leave a plant in the car right now. Put some cookie dough in there, you might get some cookies out. But don't leave anything live in the car right now.
I think tomorrow
And
it's
don't
supposed
leave
to be
your
104.
water in the car, because it heating up in these plastic bottles, that ain't good for it either. Okay?
John?
These are things that we really have to worry about. I got a compliment on my shirt today. Somebody stopped me in the store and said, "Hey, I like your shirt." And for those that can't see it, have you seen it? Can you see what it says? I like it because to me it looks like my Pibble. It's a dog, and it says, "In a perfect world, every dog would have a home." And it goes for cats too. Yeah. In a perfect world, that we wouldn't have the troubles we do. So we end up having to fight for what we can.
I have to tell you guys that today we had a family member for a baby cross the Rainbow Bridge today.
That's sad.
Was, quite
I'm
ill.
sorry to hear that.
And I'm gonna miss her. Her name was Luna. Beautiful.
I've heard you speak of her.
Husky type dog, and she's in love with my little Dotson, and they had to part their
They bring
lover ways.
I know the truth is for so many of us. They bring so much joy every morning. I sit there and drink my coffee, and going 1 week without smoking. The coffee's starting to taste a little bit better, by the way. Anyway, I sit at my feet and watch that big pit bull, who has my heart wrapped up all in her, sit there and have Bob and Hank, two black cats, two black males, sit there right next to her, purring away, rubbing on her face and stuff. That's how I like to start my day. I wish we could all live like that. But we'll keep working on it.
During the holidays, when we get together at Christmas, everybody brings their animals, and we take a large family Christmas picture with all the animals involved in.
Outstanding.
And
I'm
really gonna miss her being in the picture.
Oh yeah, they're part of our family. Our little dogs, Jack and Willie, are now I think 17 or 18 years old now. But no, wait, they're getting closer to 20. Jesus, I can't add anymore. We worry about them, but they're happy. They're healthy still. Still wanting M&Ms at night that Mom hands them. I swear. Marcia sits there with her ice cream, her little cup of ice cream she eats every night. And the dogs, waiting there for one of them gets to lick the bottom of the little carton and the other one gets a spoonful. So they're both happy. And then they sit there and wait, because the next thing coming up is those peanut M&Ms. Commonly called dog treats around here. No, Marcia eats them, but each one of them dogs will sit there and they'll get 3 or 4 or 5 sometimes. I'm sitting there watching them. Hard to have any teeth to chew the damn things. But it's a ritual, so I don't mess with the rituals. But anyway, speaking of rituals, I want to thank everybody who participates in this show, not only by donating, but in that chat. That's the participation that means so much in this family, is the conversation that goes on in that chat, because I don't have time to read it all. I read most of it as it goes by. But a lot of that is conversations within the Blue Dot family, one to another, and that is the heartbeat of this family. So if you want to know where it is, it's not here on the camera. It's right there in that chat. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming in tonight. Tony, again,
Yes, sir.
brother, thank you for my lighters.
You're welcome.
I do. I'm sitting out in the living room fiddling with this thing, and I don't have a reason to use it a lot now. I mean, I do, but not near as much as I have. I quit smoking, so I don't light cigarettes with it, but I do light my pipe and anything else that might be headed for that door. Anyway.
A candle every once in a while.
I play with it. It is very slick, it's a very expensive feeling lighter. That's what it is. It's like, ooh.
You'll never know.
I should be driving a Cadillac. Somebody should driving me around with this. Anyway, Tony, I so appreciate you, and that really touched me.
Like I told you, things come in small packages.
It did indeed. And this one came with a warning label, danger. So, I was like, what the fuck is that?
Hey, let me tell you something before you go.
What?
I go. Reason why it's danger, because you can take that thing and you can cut through a pop can with that thing.
This is not a thing to mess with. This is a torch.
Yeah.
The other one is a lighter. That's the one Mama's using. That's a nice little lighter, like a big little. This thing, no.
Right.
You could weld with this thing, buddy.
If you out on the porch eating your s'mores, just take your lighter out and melt your marshmallows.
Marshmallow toast right there, buddy, and it wouldn't take long.
Right.
I've already learned. You better watch where you aim this thing when you're lighting your pipe. You better be able to hit the pipe and not your finger.
Careful with that beard.
That's
right.
Indeed.
You got that right, man. You got that right.
And it's kind of hard during the day. It's hard to see it if you're outside. Is it lit?
Well,
Oh yeah, it's lit.
John, your wife be saying, "John, I smell something burning." You looked at what the hell?
Yeah. I'm telling you. I try to stay away from pain.
Hey, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I do indeed, Tony. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And tell Paulette we send our love, buddy.
Oh well, she's in there cooking bacon.
No shit.
Yeah.
What a woman. Cooking bacon for your ass? What are you doing? The BLT or some shit?
Before we go, let me explain. I gave her three choices.
What?
She can either make Salisbury steak, or she can make eggs and waffles and bacon, or she make BLTs. She wanted BLTs, but when she got here, she said, I left the tomato and lettuce at home because I didn't want to leave it in the truck because it's too hot. She said, so we're going to have waffles, eggs, and bacon. I said, I don't care.
Sounds
it's
good
fine.
to me.
Yum, yum.
Works for me.
She's cooking. Okay. That's what happened. Okay. Thanks,
a lot of people think eggs is just for breakfast. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
You don't know that. The joy of a good omelet late at night.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Tony, take care of yourself. Thank you for coming in, brother.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
All right. And let me see. James.
Hey.
James, thank you for coming in, brother.
Hey, I really wanted to bring up
Nope, can't do that now. Too fucking late. What do you think? You're going to come in here and start it? No, I'm just bullshitting you, brother. What? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Tennessee's AG, since Tennessee and Texas seem to be in some kind of rivalry against who can be the most authoritarian. But yeah, did you see where Tennessee's AG is? They want the medical records of anybody that's leaving the state to get abortions.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Breaking news right here. What state did you say?
Tennessee. It's Tennessee.
Tennessee? Well, you can also Arkansas, Kentucky stan. You can add. Let me see. I got it written right here. Yeah. Oh man, I can't read my writing.
We can save it for another show though.
No, it is Arizona. These are all attorney generals that are seeking the medical records of women that may have gone out of state to have an abortion. You tell me what that means. That the state is looking to look at your medical records to see if you abided by the law, comrade.
It's the party of small government. God damn it! Don't get it messed up.
Yeah, signs the papers, old man.
That means that the HIPAA laws no longer apply in this country.
It means your right to freedom.
It means we have to take them to the Supreme Court on that.
They're saying the state has a right to look at your medical records. Yeah.
Why? What happened to
They
HIPAA
want
law?
to know how you're using your pee-pee. That's why. You seen that commercial the Democrats are running right now? With the guy in the room with the couple trying to make love? I love it. Has anybody seen that? It's
I have
it's
seen
a
that one.
very steamy ad in the bedroom, and they're getting it on, and all of a sudden the guy reaches over to the nightstand to get a condom out, and there's a hand that reaches over and goes, "Nope, government says you can't use that." And there's the attorney general of the state they're in, and he's explaining to him you can't do that, and they're saying, "Get out of here! This is our bedroom." No, you can't use that. And then it ends with the thought of, "I'm just going to stand here and watch and make sure you don't do anything illegal." That's how that they want it. They want to be in the bedroom, baby.
They're
They want to
obsessed.
make
I'm
sure
telling
you're
you, these
doing it
people
right.
need to smoke a fucking joint and
Yep.
get laid.
Yep, that's all that moral issue shit. We'll have none of that. Are you
Hey, hey.
shitting me? You know, how many stories of Republicans have we heard over the years that have had girlfriends or wives fly out to California or some other state to have something taken
And
care of?
this is why we need to vote, especially on the state level, because these are the laws that be changed in these states where they're taking away your rights all the way around, people.
Smart
And
ass
if we
boss
don't
says
get
she
out
saw it.
and do this, and get these people out of these state legislatures, we're going to see more and more of this
Remember
all
that.
across this country.
It's not just a national fight. This is in state by state, because that's the way the Republicans are trying to take it.
Yep.
State by state, the long game.
And if we fail and allow that fucker to get into office again, he'll take it nationwide.
Indeed. Anyway, Miss Linda, you've been so quiet in here, darling. Miss Linda? Uh-oh. No wonder she's been quiet. I can't hear her.
Nope.
Anyway, Miss Linda, if you can hear me, thank you so much for coming in, darling. We'll meet in the blue room here in just a minute. And Miss Chick?
Yes, John.
Again, thank you so much for everything you do and for the mail today. I got so tickled when I opened it up, and there it was. I got
just a
mail.
card.
Yeah.
I got a couple of shares, John.
What do you got? What do you got?
Some shout outs.
Let's do some shout outs. Who's been good?
No, the ones I've been giving are for the rants, because those get shared a lot.
Right.
This is specifically for the live.
Oh, outstanding.
Yeah. So Rhonda Mork from Maryland, John Tanner from Tennessee and California, Rich Hiltz in North Carolina, Richard Allen Parker in South Carolina, Carl Moss, he's somewhere on the West Coast. I didn't quite get that. Claude Ellis from Texas. That's as far as I got.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Well, we appreciate that. Your participation and welcome into the family. I don't know how long you've been here, but welcome here. Y'all come on Discord. Y'all come on and have a conversation anytime.
There was somebody
Absolutely.
that subscribed, but I didn't catch it on the screen.
Mally Geese 1.
Oh, okay.
I see Mally Geese 1 has subscribed. So Mally Geese, thank you very much and welcome to the family. Let me see. Michael Langsleyful. Michael E. Langsley. I'm going to mess everything up. Just leave it to me, baby. Michael, thank you for coming in and joining the family. We appreciate every voice that comes in here. The connections we make. The line gets bigger, baby, and we need everybody on the line. I was trying to find my address thing, but I can't find it.
Yeah, get your address up
I know,
there,
I
and
think it
everybody else
disappeared.
remember to share, like, subscribe.
I don't have my
Share
address.
this shit.
Share this shit. There you go. We need you to share this shit. And really, ain't nothing to it. Sit down there and hit a button, like, share, and subscribe. And make this family grow a little bit bigger every day. I don't have my address button anymore, but if you want to send me mail because it really makes John happy, it's Post Office Box 260044, Corpus Christi, Texas 78426. Yeah, of course I know it. Sure. Yeah, there it is right there. Thank you, Bernadette. I knew that. I was just testing whether or not all y'all knew it. Anyway, Miss Chick again, thank you so much, darling.
You're welcome.
And Bernadette. Hey, baby.
Yes. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I'm used to it. Ignore the shit out of me.
I'm just trying to keep up. I'm waiting for you to post something else so I can put up another link.
No, I'm done. The credits should be running, but I messed up and did some other button, forgot to hit. Anyway, John's got to get his buttons in order so I can play the microphone's on, so I have to kind of look around and See which
Uh,
one. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna get more two for
it,
blues up
it
here.
ain't easy. Y'all have no idea. It ain't easy trying to pull this off. Trust
No, not really. It started out as an easy idea, but once you
especially
start
when
getting
you
into
got
it, no, there's
you
all
got
sorts of shit.
technology that ain't
Yeah.
trying to keep up. Okay.
I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screens here, and it's got
And then
John looking
herding
in every
cats,
direction.
come
So
on.
it's hard to do
But
this shit.
I want to give a shout out to our newest moderator over here in the YouTube chat, BW. You are working your butt off, girl. Thank you so much for your help with all of this.
Thank you
And
so much.
Thanks to all of our moderators across the different platforms because there's quite a few of them. And yeah, we're all in Discord. Come and
That's
join
right.
us in Discord and get on the show and let us know your 2 cents about all this madness
John
going
says-
on in
Gary says we had a successful
we
show because we
promise
didn't
we
blow anything
won't
up.
hold it against you.
Anyway, thank you all to those who donated tonight, to those on that list going by. We've had some new members in our Patreon family, so thank you so much for that. I can't tell you how much that helps us family pay the bills to keep us on the air, baby, because it goes a long way. Because less like everybody else, things are tight.
And that list grows every month. It gets a little bit longer, and I want to say thank you to all you guys. You have no idea what a big difference it makes for your name to be on that list and co-sponsors of this show, and it's awfully nice to see it growing. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anyway, we will be back here Thursday. That's assuming the earth don't melt, and we're all still here. In the meantime, try to stay cool. Stay out of the heat. Put a smile on somebody's face when you can, and enjoy this life as much as you can. But always remember that we are in this together. We have to fight for each other, and we all have to be on the line. And I love you. Y'all say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you again here on Thursday night. Y'all take care.